he do his best and go fight Errol Spence then. Shut up, take a little bit less money, be quiet, humble yourself, and fight Errol Spence, he a stud. Do what he say, and then you might be the challenger sometimes.
Man, sit your ass down.
It also says Devin took a pay cut for Undisputed. Why won't Bud do the same? Guess Bud doesn't really want to make the fight. First of all, this is Bud's second Undisputed, Terry. This is his second Undisputed. So already you got to take him out of the same category that you would put a Devin Haney, because at the time Devin Haney was going for Undisputed, right? At the time he was going for Undisputed, he had never been Undisputed. As opposed to Bud Crawford, he's already been Undisputed. So if anything, Terry, using your same logic, if you're saying a guy should make sacrifices in order to go for Undisputed, shouldn't that mean that Earl should take a pay cut in order to go for Undisputed if he really want to be Undisputed? Isn't that what that means? Because I hear that little bullshit narrative all the time, right? Oh, Devin went for Undisputed. Devin did this to go for Undisputed. Devin did that to go for Undisputed. Yeah, that was his first Undisputed run, right? Much like this is Earl's first Undisputed run. So shouldn't Earl make the necessary sacrifices, meaning taking a pay cut, in order to make sure the fight gets done, Terry? I mean, help me out. Am I wrong? I mean, based on your logic. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep it going on. Terry also says, it's sad that Bud is letting this historic fight go to waste because of his greed. He knows he ain't going to beat Earl, and so he's trying to go out like Caleb Plant and get the most money. If anybody try to go up like Caleb Plant, we know it's Errol Spence Jr., you know what I mean? All day, every day. My cash is, Bud shouldn't take a pay cut this late in his career. He earned the right to get paid whatever he wants. Devin's situation is completely different. And we talked about it a little bit earlier, Cash. Terry smooching you on that bullshit. I already said, first of all, Devin was going for his first Undisputed run, right? So he made the necessary sacrifices in order to ensure that he could become Undisputed, right? That's what Devin did. He took a pay cut. He fought in Australia. He did all these different things, right? I mean, George Kambosos ain't a big name. He ain't a big draw, none of that type of stuff. But he made the necessary sacrifices, right? Devin being the big draw over Kambosos, right? So if Devin made those sacrifices and he was going for his first Undisputed run in order to make history, shouldn't that mean that Earl should be trying to do the same thing? I mean, if we're using the same logic when people make that comparison, because this is Earl's first Undisputed run, right? So if Earl really cared about Undisputed, which according to a lot of his fans and according to Errol Spence, he cares about Undisputed. If Earl really cared about Undisputed, shouldn't he take the pay cut? And shouldn't he be the B-side in order to make sure the fight happens based on that logic? I mean, I'm really trying to understand this because y'all like to put Terence Crawford in the shoes of Devin Haney, right? But those shoes don't fit. Those shoes don't fit at all. The shoes that fit much better is Errol Spence in the shoes of a Devin Haney, right? Errol Spence is the guy who's going after his first Undisputed title, like Devin Haney. Therefore, he should also be the guy to make the necessary sacrifices in order to get the fight done if he really wants Undisputed, right? According to you niggas.
You won the belt with nobody.